Surfing is impossible to explain to somebody that doesn't do it. To me, surfing is sensual. It's a full-on sensual experience. And surfing is all about how you link your turns together and keep your speed. And every wave's different. And as soon as the wave is gone, it washes up on shore and it's gone. I didn't ruin anything. I didn't change anything. I just took something that had been there for millions of years and I did something with it. And once I was done with that wave was gone. And there's no trace that I was ever there. And so every wave is unique. And every wave allows you to express, like, all right, I want to be really timid on this wave and I want to just make sure I go from one end to the other. Or I want to come off really hard off the bottom and off the top, and I want to do a really hard cut back. And I just like being in the water. You know, it's just, it supports me. Yeah, it was probably late 50s, and I was with my parents coming onto the Cape. And at the Bourne Bridge, there was a Howard Johnson's. And when I went over the bridge, when we came over the bridge, I saw there was a surfboard on a car, and I made my parents go around the rotary and pull into the parking lot and just slow down by it so I could look at it. And I just went, I really didn't know anything about surfing. I'd never seen a surfboard before, and something about it just kind of freaked me out. I went, ooh, surfboard, you know? And I guess it was after that, it was just in my head. One day, my brother and I just hitchhiked out. We had to walk 2.5 miles to get to a road where we could hitchhike, you know, and we hitchhiked out to Nauset Beach and rented boards from Larry and Scoop McKinney at a little A-frame stand in East Orleans down by the beach called Surf City. That was it. Nobody was there. Nobody knew how to surf. I didn't have to live up to anything. Nobody knew what they were doing out there. So I just paddled out and turned around and caught my first wave, stood up, and I rode it right to the beach. Like, of course, this is what you do. You know, I'm surfing. I go, if that hadn't happened, maybe I never would have been a surfer. But the next 2 weeks, I never got another wave. I just got really, really lucky, and it got me hooked. And I hitchhiked up there every single day for weeks. And at the end of the year, I bought the board I rented every day for $50. I learned how to surf, and then I took the winter off, but I never stopped thinking about surfing. It just drove me. In high school, I was working in a machine shop making parts for M16s during the Vietnam War. He wanted me to stay there and run the machine shop instead of going to college, and he offered me a lot of money. And I said, no, I don't want to do this. This is a day job. Surfing is a day job for me. I need a night job. I went to college and I finished college, but I had no delusion that college was the way to my future. I knew it was 4 years that I could surf. I wouldn't be making any big decisions in my life. And the day after I graduated, I was gone. I never looked for a job. I didn't care about that. All I wanted to do was go someplace warm and surf. So I went to Florida for the winter. And the following summer, I went to France. I had an unbelievable time, surfed some great waves. Life was very easy for me. I didn't have to wonder what my future was. My future was surfing. And the work was, the money was strictly a way to pay for surfing, living, and traveling. I don't think about how it's going to turn out. I just walk directly at what I wanted. I'm going to Portugal, and I will find my way. Learn to say yes. Not about jumping off bridges or taking drugs, but if somebody offers something, say, hey, would you like to? You just go, sure, why not? You can always think of an excuse, because you know, when people say, hey, you want to go, and you'll go, let me think. I got to check my schedule. I got to see we're always looking for something to interfere. And you're better off to find a way to accommodate. Amazing things happen when you stop saying no and you start saying yes. And when you stop needing a plan where everything is worked out, because it never goes that way. You just go and you trust yourself and you open your eyes